Hello folks, well, it's the first video for months where I've got to wear a coat. So, the weather has turned. It's cold last night, it's cold this morning. I'm supposed to be out gathering sheep with my pal Rory this morning, and woke up and there was so much mist I couldn't even see the meadow from the caravan. But then about half an hour later it completely cleared and now it's all come back in again. That's where we're supposed to be gathering, on the hill that kind of goes up there. You just can't even see it. So I spent an hour over there waiting to go, and we've decided to just call it a day for now. So I may have to disappear again in a while, but I can't see that lifting anytime soon. So I'm back to upstairs in the barn, and as you can see, I've made a start on some internal walls. These two walls are essentially the same, and this side where this green plasterboard is, that's where the shower room is going to be, shower room, toilet, and then this bit between these two sections is going to be wardrobe. I guess it's hard to get an idea of size on the camera, but that's about, it's about 8 foot wide and about probably 7 foot deep front to back. So it's good size. It's certainly bigger than our current situation in the caravan anyway. I've set these out. These studs are all set out to 600 centres so that they pick up the plasterboard nicely. Only difference between that one and this one is that I've set that so that it's 600 centres from this outside edge, so that it works from a plasterboard. But this one, because that's essentially going to be internal, I've set the studs 600 from another stud that's going to go up here, which will be the first part of the internal side of the wall. I'm sure that's as clear as mud. So we're starting to get an idea, now of how the rooms are going to feel, which is great. And I've just got one more upright to put in this wall, which I'm going to do now, and a couple of blocks and a couple of dwangs or noggins, and then I'm going to get this side plasterboarded with the green plasterboard, which is the moisture resistant one, because it's in the bathroom, the shower room. So I'll set you up here and see how we go. I'd normally cut all this on a chop saw, but I've got nowhere to set it up at the moment, and it's not worth it just for a few studs, so I'm going to do it the awkward way, with a handheld circular saw. You'll have seen in previous videos that I've used this Lasgu laser level quite a lot for various projects, and it's just such a handy bit of kit. I used it for getting everything in a straight line through here, but another really useful thing you can do with it is I've marked out at the bottom of the wall where I want my stud to be. So if I set the vertical laser line right on the pencil mark that I've got at the bottom, it then puts the corresponding vertical line at the top, which means I can measure it nice and easy. Because it's too long to put a level up, so you've kind of, there's an element of guesswork involved. But with the laser level, it takes all of that guessing out of it. That's 24.65. 2465, and that's to the long side of the angle, the longest section. So 2465. That's my angle, 40 degrees. So like I say, it's not ideal, but I cut through there with a circular saw. Which doesn't go all the way through, so just got to extend the lines. Mark it on the other side. Cut down from the other side. Hopefully, put that in there and it will sit nicely on the laser line levels, laser level lines. Take that. Absolutely. Just going to put a block in there. I don't know exactly the right position then. That's it. glasses.
On your hammer loop?
Right. Insert the top beam with track E into the pocket door header D using the bayonet system. When it clicks into place, secure with screws. Right, so it's that bit there.
Knife?
Yeah. Okay. Goodness knows what we're at. Oh, that's the joining kit, isn't it? That's what the other one slides into.
Right.
Could you?
For you.
So folks, we were very, very, very fortunate that we were offered the chance to pick up a load of gear that was left over from a kit house build in Inverary. And one of the things we found was these pocket door runners and systems, which is exactly what we were after. Well, it's not exactly what we're after, because we've got two of these which meet in the middle, so that you have a double set of doors that slide and meet each other. So we're going to use it as two individuals, which means we've got to fiddle around with it a little bit. Oh, you're always on the phone, aren't you?
I think it was spam.
Oh. Make yours.
It's spammy.
Yeah, so this is actually a half track for a set of double doors, and we're going to use it as a full track for a single set of doors, hopefully. Right. It says this is going to click. Oh, I see. There's all those little things in there to catch it in. Look at that. That's rather clever. That's got to go.
It's got to go one more.
It's got to go. Yeah, it's this. It's catching on the bottom of that frame there. Oh, did you hear that click?
I did.
It was a very satisfying click. Right, well that's that in. But now we're. See what I'm going to lay it down.
Is this surplus to requirements?
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon. Ah, that's where you go. I'd say the whole thing clicks together really nicely.
Are these not necessary either?
No, don't throw them away, but they're not needed specifically for this. So that's it. That's it. So then you've just got to build the stud work around it, basically. Then we can lift it or drop it until it's in the right position. Good. So how wide is that door? What does that allow, the door? 2'6".
Is that a standard size door?
2'6" is standard size door, yeah. Plenty of height. Yeah, so the runners will sit in that runner. Yeah, nice one.
And we've got another one for the downstairs.
Got the other half for the downstairs, yeah.
Fabulous.
So where Lindsay is standing at the moment is basically where our bedroom door is going to be, isn't it? And the wire that's hanging on the right is where the switch, the light switches and everything is going to be, that wire there. So we don't want a door opening onto the hallway here, that's why, hence we've got the sliding door in there. And the shower room is taking shape nicely. There's the splayed window around the Velux. I mentioned this before, so many Veluxes you see and they put the plasterboard there and come straight down. And it just makes it look like a little hole in the wall. Whereas that, I guess the angles just sort of draw your eye into the window, don't they? And it just adds so much space to the room. Shower tray. We weren't sure what we were doing with the shower. We didn't know whether to do a wet room type thing or put a tray in. And this is a tray we already had. We brought it up with us when we moved up here. We've had that about 6 years now. Mm-hmm. And I think that's going to work really nicely. So we're going to stick with that.
We've just got to sort out a door, haven't we?
A door for the shower, because obviously we've got this sloping roof, so we might have to get a, I don't know. The discussion at the moment is whether we build a partial wall along there and then just have a door, a glass door on this edge. Or we've got to get some kind of bespoke door made. So it's getting to the exciting part of the build, really, because we're starting to have to think about all the nice things.
Should we go in the wardrobe?
You want to have a look in the wardrobe, do you? Oh, I mean, the wardrobe's nearly as big as our bedroom in the caravan, isn't it? It feels like, anyway.
Oh, I think it probably is. Our bed is 4'6", and we have. Well, you've got your wardrobe on the floor next to it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which is now level with the bed.
Yeah.
I have a perfectly neat and tidy side to mine. Yeah, I reckon that probably is the size of our bedroom.
Yeah. So we're going to have a set of double doors on this. And yeah, we'll come up with some way of using every possible bit of space, because it's obviously the angle of the roof. I'm going to put some kind of shelving up above the doors on the inside. I've also had this idea of putting some kind of pockets on the inside of the doors for items of clothing, socks, pants, all that sort of stuff, so that they're just easy to get at and don't take up room in drawers, etc. I think it's quite a genius idea. You took a while of coming to terms with it, didn't you?
I was just trying to think of like a spice rack with all your pants in here.
Yeah, spicy.
And you're going to do a fancy light, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got cable in there for a light, but I think we might. I've seen these LED lights that sit in a track that you cut into the plasterboard. That might be quite a nice way of illuminating the whole thing. So now we're getting some idea of the space we've got in our bedroom as well. Now that that's in there, it's going to be great, isn't it? It's going to be loads of room. I've just ordered the window for this, what was originally a hayloft door. So picking that up in a few weeks' time. Yeah. Progress.
Exciting.
That's exciting. Well, folks, that's it. That's me done for a couple of weeks now. I'm heading off to Essex in the morning. It's 20th of September today, but this video will be coming out probably, I don't know, early October, when I've had a chance to catch up with all the backlog, as I mentioned in previous videos, I'm sure. So what I'll do now is I'll just show you where we're at. We're pretty well plasterboarded all of upstairs now. These Velux windows are done and reveals all sorted. First wardrobe wall is up. Still got to finish the little coombe wall along there with plasterboard. That's wardrobe in there. Shower room is pretty well done in terms of plasterboarding anyway. The frame for the pocket door is in. Rubbish everywhere. This Velux window still needs the reveals finishing. Got a bit of them done. These ones are not done at all as yet. I have finished plasterboarding round the stairwell up top here though. And I've taken that all the way down to the ground floor now, plasterboard. I can't do that wall until, yeah, it's a bit of a conundrum this one. I can't do that until I've done that, which means I can't do that. It's that kind of thing, you know. So that's the reveals on there yet to be done. But Lindsay will be still here whilst I'm down in Essex, so she plans to get this all tidied up, spick and span for when I get back, so I can just crack on. The last few days I've just been hammering away at it and my tools are laying everywhere, and you can imagine. So, yeah, lots of progress in the last month really. This was just the other night, this plasterboarding got done. Get a nice sense of height here now at the bottom of the stairs, or where the bottom of the stairs will be anyway. Plasterboarded up to there. That wall was done a while back, as you'll probably recall. And then, yeah, plumbing's well underway in here, and just lots of tidying up to do. So, here we have it. That's going to be about it for now. Looks like there's a lot of dirt on that lens. Yeah, that'll be about it for now, I think, for a while. Just been packing the back of my van. I've got a gig when I come back, so I've packed all my guitars and stuff in the back of the van, so I'm going to take them with me and have a good old play while I'm away for a couple of weeks looking after my mum. And when I get back, I'll just be cracking on. Then the next thing you'll know, it'll be Christmas. So interesting to see how far we've got by then. And yeah, thanks for watching and sticking with it, even though I've been pretty sporadic with the video editing, and there'll have been a little splurge of them lately, but I'll try and be more consistent with it. It's just hard to do it in between all the working. There you go. So thanks for watching. Please keep sharing the videos around, and I'll see you when this lot's all tidy.